Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie, Esther here, and today we got some statistics from Dead by Daylight, so we're going to have a look and see how the killers are performing. So if we go over to the Dead by Daylight forums, we see this post that Peanuts put together for us here. Stats, November 2019. Stats are back. We've taken some time to gather some data and make some fancy graphs for your viewing pleasure. Be sure to let us know if you'd like to see more regular stat releases in the future. Since it has been a while since we last shared stats, these graphs show data from the past 3 months unless otherwise stated. Please keep in mind that numbers are not everything. There are a whole bunch of factors that could influence these numbers. Note, if you're having trouble viewing the charts, clicking on them will open a larger version. So the first graph we have here is killer power versus popularity. Starting off with how frequently killers are played compared to how well they tend to do on average. A 50% kill rate would be the equivalent of 2 survivors dying and 2 survivors escaping. So let's see, if I click here, then have it resized nicely. Kill rate on the side, pick rate at the bottom. The most popular pick character is the Trapper. He's up over 14% here. I mean, obviously this is because of the archives requiring you to use the Trapper to complete some of those challenges. That's why he's an outlier and so far ahead of everyone. The least popular picked killer is the Poor Plague, all the way down here at about 3%. The strongest of all the killers, this would be their kill rate, would be Freddy Krueger here at the 70 percentile. And then the weakest killer right now is the Nurse, down under 50%. So we have least popular would be the Plague, the Clown, Leatherface, the Pig, Demogorgon, Nurse, Hag, Legion, Freddy, Doctor, Ghostface, Hillbilly, Myers, Wraith, Huntress, Spirit, and then Trapper is way out here as an outlier for popularity. And then for killing efficiency, looks like Freddy's the top, and then the Spirit is a little bit in second there. Looks like Freddy, Spirit, Hag, Trapper for lethality, Pig, Ghostface, Hillbilly, Myers, then Leatherface, and then the rest are all under 65% here. So the next graph we have here is kill rate versus pick rate for red ranks, which means ranks 1 through 4. And on this chart we see the most popular character picked is the Spirit, least popular is the Hag, the strongest is still Freddy, and the weakest is the Clown. So on this chart we see that the Spirit is the outlier here in about 11.5% of matches. She seems to be the one chosen the most in the high ranks. Then we have Hillbilly, Freddy, Huntress, Ghostface, Trapper, Myers, Legion, Wraith, Nurse, Clown, Demogorgon, Pig, Plague, Doctor, Leatherface, and the Hag. So that's on the popularity. And then in lethality, we still have Freddy as the strongest. Hillbilly, it looks like he edges out the Spirit by a tiny bit. And then the Hag has a pretty high kill rate, even though she is the least popular. So it seems like the people who are picking her know what they're doing. And then the Pig, and then we have, and Ghostface. Everybody else is down here. Actually, I'm pretty surprised that so many of these characters are hovering around the 70% kill rate in red ranks. So red ranks are tough. The next chart we have is for maps. We went ahead and checked which 3 maps are the safest and which 3 are the most dangerous for survivors. So again, we're gonna click this and swap it over here. So this is the deadliest by kill rate. Anybody who enters the Hawkins lab has an almost 70% chance of dying, followed by The Game at 66.57% and Laray's Institute at 64.11. So those are your 3 deadliest maps. The safest maps would be, I think that's Rotten Fields, right? 53.99%, followed by the Fractured Cowshed at 55.12% and Haddonfield at 56.73%. And finally, we have the mid-chapter 3.3 outcome. The nurse was changed in the last mid-chapter patch. We've been keeping an eye on her performance since then. Below, we've listed her performance on PC before and after the changes, both in all ranks and in red ranks. Like the charts above, the numbers shown here are her kill rates, where 50% means 2 survivors escape and 2 die. Nurse on PC before and after 3.3. All ranks before, she had a kill rate of 56.47%. All ranks after, her kill rate dropped to 51.2%. Red ranks before, she had a kill rate of 72.71%. And since then, after, her kill rate has dropped to 65.8%. So almost 7% greater chance of a survivor living facing the new nurse. So while the statistics show that the nurse isn't unplayable in her current condition, it definitely pushes her back a step. When you look at the statistics and you see that 7% of her going down from red ranks from 72% to 65%, that pushes her down from being roughly a top 4 killer into the point where now 13 or 14 killers have a higher kill rate than she does. So yes, it doesn't look like a big percentage, that 7%, but it pushes her way down statistically compared to these other killers who are hitting these 70, 72, 75 marks here. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of each other out there in the fog, unless you're one of these outliers at 75%. And man, give these survivors a break, Freddy. What are you doing? Can we get that teleportation noise a little louder, please? Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.